transfers ne kakra mete say wo ye story about AC Milan ne Abrante friend say Veronique Rabiot ba no Adran Rabiot na Adran Rabiot no ken onim say Mas Allegri na say openo initially omodi offer ne koto AC Milan fo anim no na AC Milan fo na twetwe omo ho ana Mas Allegri convince AC Milan fo mpanyim fo say o team na Napoli fo hyehye Inter Milan already omo wo team a friend say Juventus so hyehye even the likes of Roma makwa akofa Gianpiero Gasperini enti so betima compete na wetimi sa di AC Milan na sa ba Europe dia e wosa midfield no o so onya experience na player ba ko wo gidie woni mu one na ye adwuma no Abrante friend say Adran Rabiot enti e ka ho bi ana Mas Allegri aka che AC Milan mpanyim for say kwan bia so onkofa Adran Rabiot no mo mfa ne mbra no mbeka Luka Modric ana Loftus-Cheek mu on finfin ho no mo ntimi fan compete the big guys e Italian Serie A AC Milan fo mpanyim fo aka che Mas Allegri say e be very difficult so mbetimi nya Abrante no bombe try so be bibia because boy ne so contract ni EU 2027 ente be difficult bombe try so betimi nya Adran Rabiot e dia ma eye Mas Allegri epe Adran Rabiot nanko wa ball ni Luka Modric bo finfin sa experience ni tie hwesa di oni bebi e ba akosie na say Carlos Baleba ne Manchester de no say nya yeka ontimi join Manchester United transfer window we so Manchester United hwe options ni bi na no na yesa Manchester United akopie mu o Ramon Sanchez pre-1 Sevilla for defensive midfielder Lucien Agomi Manchester United for RSS player around the beba or ye midfielder edema Sevilla Manchester for who say on so profile no say Carlos Baleba 8 saw on the side and a born in pokra besa ye de Manchester United and yes Manchester United for decided say on be offer 22 to 26 million pounds at the akwa koma Sevilla for Lucien Agomi na any Sevilla for akache Manchester for say Lucien Agomi no or release clause of 35 million pounds. It is a Manchester United for power on betuasa release clause no. On says the same player Lucien Agomi. Arsenal for ni Abrante din komo ko ekire ma Abrante ne tiase so bebo Arsenal. By Arsenal for entimi activate no clause no. Ana Sevilla for no efa na dia o mantimi Anton no. Manchester for says Carlos Baleba anye ye dia Lucien Agomi. Omo Manchester for no ebefa ni release clause 35 million pounds. Omo se ni profile no et say Carlos Baleba pepepe. Enti Carlos Baleba anye ya Lucien Agomi no mbetwe. Na ken mete se na wo ye Marc Asado ne English clubs no kakra. Onim se anye ba ku 2. Barcelona midfielder Marc Asado. Wolverhampton Wanderers. Ana West Ham. Ana epe Marc Asado. As it stands now, other clubs ne ko ho by imprempre ya no team a omayi omanim so omo pe Marc Asado no. Wolves ana West Ham. Na ni nyina ne ye say Marc Asado na 2 teams ne pe no. Wolverhampton Wanderers for no. Akom defensive midfielder ba akope Andre. Enti Wolves for no so ne say so betimi aka wo Premier League ni ma. E wo so mo konye obi oba beka Andre mo no metimi bo. Enti akom defensive midfielder 1 Wolves. E ka ho bi na Wolves for so mo pe Marc Asado. Ana wo ko West Ham. West Ham for no hwe so betima ton Edson Alvarez. Fenerbahce for ne Edson Alvarez kasa Inter ewo ho bi Dortmund ewo ho ana FC Porto sa players we nyina no teams we nyina no epe Edson Alvarez enti West Ham for decide say so moton Edson Alvarez a no makofa Marc Asado enti akwakoye Marc Asado na akwakoye Wolves ana team friend say West Ham ana omope 30 million euros ana betimi di Abrante di akwakopie ma Premier League ni 30 million euros for Marc Asado. Marc Asado die ono no waka che ni agency no for no wasaman for ne say owo gidie say obetime nya bia bo Barcelona say pecking order na aba akoye den dia ma team e friend say wasaman omo clients Marc Asado by said ye tie bia no boy ne say otna Barcelona kakra by Wolves and West Ham for say omo pe Marc Asado so omo sika ne ready Barca for betima di say sika no ma to Marc Asado enti Casado die 2 clubs no na ken Savinho die na wo ka no on se Ferran Soriano na mpeso obeko na Savinho agent o say on we do na on free Manchester Chromo or say otna hot to say weekend we on bet me deal no. Na nhwehwemu abeto dwa say Savinho na papa friend say Ferran Soriano mpeso obekọ ni nyina no. Omo nim say one ni replacement ebeyedin. And omo mpesa abrante ni beko for cheap. Enti sa 60 million pounds no maka che Spurs for say omo betua no. Spurs for so nya ready say omo betua 60 million pounds no for abrante friend say Savinho because Savinho no 60 million pounds no was so. Enti omo nya ready to pay. Enti the Spurs for an abrante ni agents. Eye Rodrigo ne ye ne say omo betwen ya na boy ne the pressure esi Manchester City for no so. Manchester City for so policy say player ka se chinchin obekọ a e wo so ojama de ko. Only if say fee na beba no e reasonable. Enti omo twen ko see this week. Enti ama agent ni si on free Manchester. Or twen so betimi ne Spurs ewie. Boy ne de waje atum so obebo Spurs boku no. Obeso free Manchester City because the ekeka kono Oscar Bob and Bernardo Silva bo year to. Enti the agent na itina Manchester City. Manchester Chrome ho so be we deal no. Na Manu Akanji ene Galatasaray de no. Manchester City akache Galatasaray ene Manu Akanji agent ne say Galatasaray betima ba betua fee no mo Manchester City pene dia o mbeja Manu Akanji amanako ba o man betua sa fee no mo pene dia bedding up to date Manu Akanji no mo renew the contract emfama no players are Manchester City for hu o say omo ka the future ne ho no omo hyase ani o mo negotiate for contract extension Manu Akanji de no mo nya wie ne contract ni 2027 but still na no muntimi ne nka bibia Manchester City akachire Manu Akanji ana Galatasaray for say omo pa brand ne dia eska na Manchester City for abo omo no omo betua say eska no ebereche eze kin hiebe ye hwese ene ananya mbo etro betima akwa in medicals no e dia ma space 55 plus 5 million pounds na akoye 60 55 plus 5 million pounds eba akoye 60 as space ebetua e dia ma Crystal Palace. Okay. QPR for benyemu 15% or sign 5 years and a diama Spurs boku no. Enti ye hwe nim se ena nkosi nyambo akina no. Bibia nsesa obetimi acquire the medicals. Spurs for ne person mo ye the quick. No mutimi register no e de ball mo no etim ni din mu. Na nyame aduma against Man City wetimi asi akan. Obetia Man City. Enti kudus nie na ebereche ezenie. Na Savinho na ha say na Richarlison de nim ho. Enjomo heso betima complete deal no. Na Nicolas Jackson dey say Nottingham Forest for so monitor situation no. Nottingham Forest so monitor Nicolas Jackson. £1 million Nicolas Jackson. Say mo ayedene.
No, that's 100 no 100 kofa buy.
So
am kofa bo funana.
So almost hwe players bi aye to talk mu na.
Na say so munya 30 kura so be.
30 dey wo for mo nje.
Oh sir.
Nicolas Jackson 30 Chelsea nje.
Na say o mo ba gina bi salo.
So be a baba almost say no nsa akwaya benchmark o omutwe players bi ato ma boarding no omutwe Nicolas Jackson numbers a Nicolas Jackson who was in TSA Aston Villa for be fana agese Aston Villa for so aton Oli Watkins Roma ne Sancho de no de tie ne say elite project group ni agency no omuso mbeji Roma 11 million euros commission oni ni agent Emeka Obasi okay no Nigeria ni no up 11 million euros commission.
So Roma was 11 na come from Topelia.
Can it be you? Na Alexander Solot ni Diego Simeone say ntokwa pai. I'm a boy ni pursue for Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid for say wa 35 million euros na befa.
Me don't say one player I think last season. O ma le fan. Who goes about Atletico Madrid? Eti coach no Jimmy Morne Alvarez na mo.
On Panessa Griezmann called off last season. Maybe now he goes, but he was still playing.
For 17 games.
Exactly.
Okay.
But I say, Mammy, I would do call no friend. Baby, I will see will be Chani ye pana ye monko mokakra. Matse Kwame Komono Kakra Makasado 30 million euros na omobono. I think say one of the insults Matsu recently our transfer markets anymore. Kwame. Barcelona, Real Madrid, or when you're selling clubs. But when they decide to sell, I will say at the right price.
Casado boys.
Bendoko. Liverpool akora no mkofa the fee Scotland benen nam ho ball no mbo bi ma Liverpool bo twa e dey am bomb of 30 million euros experience ben akora no and now Omar Hutchison and nam England na Chelsea kofa the free e ho and of den twa ko twa share Ipswich ani Ipswich say cash and not na many 37 million pounds e ko euros over 42 million euros experience ben Omar Hutchison wa national team ben na wabo Omar Hutchison wa Champions League. If these guys are being priced at that figure, someone who plays for Barcelona had the chance to play for the national team November mo baby
clubs in this
massa
just La Masia and Crani Bebre almost only system players
or for say whether they
say Casado say no ba also we need to Crani but your system player
your system player
or Shabasa team ma you know who Bebre but we are continue free ma.
So there is no point coming in for him if you think he's a system player. Because I think say Barcelona say no musi ton omunim ton we name there say na release clause. But say Barcelona open up negotiations for Dembele die and also na a clause. It's say no musi ton enye massa someone who has played for the Barcelona Obo weo. Boy, he was active against Bayern Munich. Sometimes no power until say he got injured. See, the boy's problem is that Ophil said I was so bonibi. And then the question me woman say, Barcelona ne 4-3-3 no, 3 midfielders no, Gavi, Pedri, Frankie de Jong, Marc Bernal, Marc Casado, Fermin Lopez, Dani Olmo. They are 7. So Romeo di obeko and nkwada no so count 87 no ideally Barcelona benya 6 ni e say position bi a 2-2-2-2 ti ba ku beka kire it be feel say e ho na ho no onya bo ni bi mo and odwen national team ni ho but my point is that Casado no he should be very careful so what's Barcelona ni e be we season over 15 games it is better than going to West Ham 18 baba West Ham I'm sure guy. Akorano him say he's desperate to play more games. Because national team no feel say lose the grasp of the national team. But Otsna, Frankie de Jong, or 28 years, the wages the Barcelona cannot sustain. Maybe he will have to leave. Eba beye Marc Casado ne Marc Bernal position. It he needs patience or Russia. No better no. Or you pure boy or you typical Barcelona boy. Who come kwada ni one na captain. Why the rush? Ken, mami ntuaso na
since you are selling coffee now.
Ai, nempacho ha assist ne de he we asem obi onye selfish pa onya 1-on-1v1 na wahwe nyame nim ha pass de ama Joao Felix say Joao Felix gina hye na gye nim nyam de oh aya de
see
na onya 1v1 true pass 1v1 ni goalkeeper
no pass man yo
and o twen yes one pa o twen say Joao Felix mra no pass ball no function
na sa tapping no he for the man so so tap bi atuma and if
you know cross good
mom say ni ajo ya dia
my 10 against 11 I mean good
one
almost so came by 15 games if I'm right our earners are about 8 red cards sometimes the red cards too much they need to explain.
But I just say it's champions of Saudi Arabia.
Oh, they've done well. I mean 10 against 11 hey Ken
say you last one you go be fine
what they doing
Ronaldo
I know they doing Ken share Jadon Sancho issue no there can me Jadon Sancho e Manchester City akwada na emre me catch no say emeka obasi ne ebedu me dwa no pa emeka oye Nigeria ni awakot na UK wa most of the black boys they see him as the godfather Bukayo Saka on the akwada no so Jamie Giddens at Chelsea for kofa no kra na akwada no it's most of the black boys in Romeo Lavia what they don't wanna on a show also Balogun, a Dinketia, just say, oh, Alex Iwobi, he's their guy. Now, you see, this is why the Jadon Sancho issue gets complicated. Okay. Manchester United for 85 million euros for Jadon Sancho. Now, Oje 2.7 million euros. Our Dortmund. And Manchester United move on from 2.7 million euros and number man 13 million pounds. Our Manchester United. Or buy Alpha. See, I can't 1 year I want a contract so. United for value to 25. Knowing very well, say United for they know the deal. Say boy, no, he can decide to say, me more. Money, my training, I won't quite animal, no problem. After the 1 year na kind of contract, so or free. Sikebi or baby albania. It is a negotiations so any United terms you a boy no and the Manchester United in yet. Now, options ni say obetimi atwan na wako free. Obetimi so the compensation from Manchester United say ekoba say United for airton because United bomb they desperate to sell. Because they say he knows very well say what happens and seven or call Roma Crana will be difficult for him to get back to the national team. It is the same no Sika. Sikana nanka se so oji wa Chelsea wa wanje. Sikana o free Manchester United a onje no obeji compensation. Into the agency beje. Onu ewu san so beji compensation. And sana with the club with Marco. Because Otna, the next 1 year, Otna, Manchester United be born who can 13 million pounds. Into a catch say, Ebia man 7 million pounds as compensation that you'll be forced to pay. Into a never me, either saw bad train. And as a club will be over Kobe or Jessica. And yezo selling players to say the Amino can say Chelsea. What him say? Obian can Chelsea as some Chelsea knows how to sell. But selling or no, Raheem Sterling. Or just 16.9 million pounds. Now what should be at 325,000 pounds. What him say cool and I know only Arsenal for you. Friday be a quality just go. I kind of 1 year. Raheem Sterling case is serious. Raheem Sterling Chelsea says so button for 4. But also so you are reluctant upper London where Fulham cannot pay. Those clubs in London cannot pay. It's a Raheem Sterling case in here. It's a Chelsea can answer because as some are from. So now they are working out on other deals. Even to say, a brand say friend of Asal Disasi will have to leave. Raheem Sterling, the Obeko, Ben Chilwell, Obeko, Renato Viega, no. Chelsea for somebody 40 million. Now let's go Madrid for pay and walk it off. Onasa 4 pay, one walk it off. Say Villarreal number, Villarreal so be 35. Chelsea say onion 40. Say this is where we are.
I'm going to be surprised. Villarreal at 35 more.
Villarreal, Eric Bailly echo. Eric Bailly call Relo Viado. And now more pet defender.
What you mean central defender 35 million?
A huge money. I agree.
Villarreal
and say I'm going to build the team. You know, Chelsea for some per 40, 35 they before say because Chelsea are just 40 million echo farm.
The size is 25.
We can't Renato Viega.
Renato Viega.
What I say?
Viega just has to cry. Why not?
Oh, Viega. Okay, Ken Viega no bow. Now Viega na soon and ending. Oh, coach you. Oh, said Ken, honestly.
Only just ask you, who found.
Ken. Viega answer no be call Juventus no. No, Obo Pahau. No. That's as what day me pebia me pebia when a match Chelsea for the bufu ya man call loan. On your bad player, get us you. Victor Gyökeres. Any Arsenal penalty takers in Sansamno. But you say, I saw sorry giddy.
I mean, a second person of man about you can arise in one person of a strike and about penalty.
Here, Gyökeres. It's not an answer. I said 34 penalty goals. Last season, I said 54 goals. Out of 54 goals, 20 near penalties. 20 penalties goals, 20 penalties, no. We said 20 goals, it will do League, it will be couldn't be brave, so.
Would you go king?
It will do go king. It's what penalties, Makumako 20. What it means to say penalty scoring a part of the game.
national contract.
Me sure say me eno na me susu sa aha me susu sa
and I know say Lamine Yamal do watch free kick na say
na Lamine Yamal no me kra no me be start me supported the campaign say and I can't tell
because someone else on board.
Okay na honestly we na ma 10 years here na obebo den
because your career open play how many goals already mentioned
and no problem no because open play even at Portugal like no open play no ntimi sha against the big clubs. So penalties are crucial. You see the reason why Bukayo Saka why bit quiet kakra say last season Arsenal just 2 penalties league ma Bukayo Saka say. It is Saka relegation sa penalties na e dey ama this boy a. They just Saka so numbers so beti. Udiga numbers so beti. It is say the coach na no mu bi sa no no funfom na so we jai dey ama place no. But quiet to say me I sure say bia on the assemble in the contract we say penalty no man bo because penalties are very important in today's game.
Negotiations no beje.
Ne kin penalty e bia na say make say me ntia say Barcelona e dey na 10 JC e dey amala me amala. With all due respect, we should 10 JC of Barcelona. Una the king of the team. The 10 JC represents the kingship of Barcelona. Bibia goes through you. Say Barcelona sika some ye shopper and Lamine Yamal just the year koto. Aquadano, he cannot win Ballon d'Or with these numbers.
Well,
it's penalty dear no cross I say. With all due respect, say someone Lewandowski now say what's your goals? Oh, say day penalties no. Muma Lamine Yamal because last year Lewandowski knew anal Hafinha Nebo. They should give it to Lamine Yamal. He needs to amass numbers. Say no. Whether we like it or not, born body only butcher in the generation ni bebree. But numbers game there, do numbers are no which so Barcelona needs to help him by giving him the penalty kicks. What's your number 10 years here? The responsibility is on you and they go Palmer. And you want to set 10 years in the penalty. No farmer, no.
I Lamine.
Senior man, we don't know.
Victor Joe Carries, me also penalty tickets in one sense. Bukayo Saka, I saw Jama, I hear your Carries. I saw Lewandowski. Ejai ejema eye Lamine Yamal Mbappe chichi so a wono ha ama one na no Vinicius Junior mo so the penalty last year mo ya be kwa na se mo ya be ka krebi ka mo ko be 20
Mbappe go share 7
so mo tell you
Mbappe say 7 penalties no kwa bo share say nyezo
Bini draw ne ba enche me pato ABC games ne draw no enche meye makato say ni di emre dia just ba di ni di emre pa no enche na draw na ba o dollar star 262 hash star 262 hash o be sala te frenetes na che say dia baba bia no we diska Bigi
Ken Cristiano Ronaldo kenam dia ne be man decide say obenya a one-on-one situation on the goalkeeper. Ronaldo na yenim no ball we that screen so. Cristiano Ronaldo betini a ball no with ease. With ease. The Ronaldo we know. But Ronaldo decided say oh chen na Joao Felix aba. Na wa pass ball na ma Felix. Na wa bash e die ntia. Mimi mu die mi gidi say Ronaldo pese Felix comfortable no gaining the confidence.
Okay.
Going forward. And no never man yes I did man.
Who play akoro?
And the man who play akoro. A person gaining the confidence. And it's the man the ball here then. Man. Make the Ababa be see the Arsenal Jokeres penalty situation so.
Okay.
Bukayo Saka ne other players ne decide. So Mobema Victor Jokeres about penalties. What do they lose as players? Ken Arsenal problem the number 9 department striking option the biggest problem for Arsenal for the past 3 seasons department back na ye nyina ye kase ka ho na Arsenal entimi angeli sa department no entine clearly so the player ba be share department na was say who say player na pressure kese player na to because obi afi say afei na agenkwa na ba say sa position ni nya na spark na fa Obi feel say Arsenal team ni betimi agi league because the biggest problem and hinder Arsenal from winning the league has been solved by bringing in that number 9 and another striker. It is a teammate na mu nyina mo kabom. Na mo decide say mo be boa striker na man settle. Ken There is nothing wrong with that. And I feel that the best thing I ask now players to be me Eddie Abua Brant here. And it's from the penalty the man say
oh. Saka nya penalties na can we to do double figures.
Can say
when you double figures Saka obedu he fan obedu. Because on so so a star boy. No team them.
Of course.
And your season in area. When you like a crowd nomination of Ballon d'Or. Winya bibia no baba ordinary.
And you did numbers home come up. But I need more on my dear. May I sure say Nipa had the numbers better than the number 9 when it comes to goals.
Okay.
It will only here, especially when say the medical can say everybody feels the sergeant Kwanaba.
I said number 9 be here Karim Benzema star type of players in Ghana. Who here you go and most star player be on goals should be to say maybe is still on market, you know. Who here player or per ball no ball or striker there, but go that's something in the movie because that's not any issues.
That is when a Biana say, oh, can Karim Benzema only born a ball and no number 9. But in situations like Jokeres Modiano, Jokeres now my head no. It's not a ball playing center forward. Not dream will go in some more. The Juma no. It's in a few players in the Kabum no Boama branch and it's a teleboa. Ken Vinicius Junior. Nipa be our 2 Vinicius for. Say unforget on Real Madrid contract and some. No focus was season needs to be a Vinicius and Nana said. Nipa ne boa. And then Uko team BMO there is that player. I will be a few on the face of the team. Oba Manchester United in there. Now Penifoni decided almost time United Sika United Bruno Fernandes. Obia Becana no to Mobia ni home casa. Go to Barcelona today. Yan tam team ni musika United say the Lamine Yama. Obia be di. Obia nkasa. Because these players are the faces of these teams. And this all person okoko duru sa stage no. O person won so ye mo obi bi mawa. E your performance will be done in the park and so. Vinicius Junior contract be June 30th 2027. 2 years ahead. 2 years in no. Now Vinicius Junior or 27 years. If Vinicius now ye din home come no. Contract extension now or pesika na or contract extension nim no. Or mre won anim a obetimi dia press sika no. So be press sika no. Na ye betam sika na ma. Ye be treat you to say the always expect say you treat you now. Ken football. Football no. Become the best player. Do your best. Obey your best. No be able to what do that kind of level. It's emphasize sika na mawa. Enya umpo na obeka. Vinicius Junior I won last 2 seasons. And I owed him come on press sika na opening the year. Ken I am not sure say Real Madrid for better chomo.
Mbappe badam no. Mbappe Madrid will buy number 1 Vini.
See how they in a way because Mbappe now be the face of the team. Looking at the performance.
Based on the numbers in the world, Madrid official store on selling.
Yes.
Because we flew here now Jude buy. Jude in a ton jerseys buy.
Yeah.
Last season, Mbappe and a ton jerseys buy.
And King say okay yeah. Here now Jude buy. Before Jude's arrival, not Vini, Edino was ropa. But Jude performance, then numbers no be my no. Emma Jude didn't basro.
I didn't see my mom phone talk because born our body am Madrid na but me I influence 2 Champions League trophies. E dia mom no. I say ke ka mom sell pa anko kan.
Of course I was in account.
I didn't ma image na some racism issues so there be no all fight against racism and na affect no Spain. In
a way make me account. It could be one of those reasons. But I mean Thru say I heard for the past 2 seasons Spania he hasn't been the face. Jude Dubai no. Jude Juma no baba ye ni peja Jude Koko do a certain level. In the first season, it was only baba nya sa di no ni attention, any recognition no. Then we step in another season. Another season now you realm no there is Kylian Mbappe. On also baba outshine Jude. It is why his sales ni bibia. Mbappe abeda so. And a Jude abeda second. It's the Vinicius Junior gradually falling down the pecking order when it comes to the star players for Real Madrid Bobo Coding. And your performance no. And a bit to be do akwa duru ono. It's on focusing on the coming season. Your boss season ni na Vinicius the man numbers are abnormal. Numbers are konanim. Numbers are cost through bebrea. Me nya show say sika na ope. Na ne de ohwehwe Real Madrid no. Ono na be sign so akwa pre. Say yem fa ade we man no debi. Real Madrid bobo ko na nkasa be hu say yes. Vinicius na yenim no he is back. And they always say see abia no esefata no. Enti de what to abrante ne fo. Say on focusing on the performance for the upcoming season. And yet say the oba be justify. if it goes very well, I give you a Madrid the Bemano, and the Honor was a play and attention call. Ken, Napoli is in the hands for a striker because Romelu Lukaku play. And first, I shall see if you Rasmus Højlund and a Didi Moa and a BP Nicolas Jackson. These are two players from Munyanan come from Mubako. And the Aqua question Napoli Bobo anymore. Now, baby, at the end of Druno, you have to choose with care between these two players. Omumi now looks available. But I'm saying you have to choose with care because Jackson is a player for the past 2 seasons. He has been a better striker than Rasmus Højlund. Rasmus Højlund first season was Manchester United Russia 10 league goals. Last season Jackson share 14. Last season Jackson share 10, Højlund share 4. And for the past 2 seasons he's been better than him. Omumi before joining the Premier League, now Jackson is better when the league much Højlund because season now Manchester United told or share 9. And now Jackson share 12 in the Spanish La Liga. And there is nowhere for the past 3 seasons. Rasmus Højlund is a better striker than Nicolas Jackson. But the advantage, and answer baby, Højlund to Gina Yeka say, we are talking about a league can what border. It is already a numbers game there, straight away Nicolas Jackson. But on also experience be was a league more. There is no guarantee that Jackson is going to be a pick that spark. Abra or Shas and Anania Con kind of man. But Antonio Conte na is an experienced manager and on the technical team in transit. No more weigh these two options very well. No more the beboa because Ulusi Lukaku. Ube you be obey me ama numbers kaka. No sense wa bo anymore for na more match.
So between solo today we my partner when say.
When en cap on me dey me fa solo.
Yeah, first game was the Spanish Premier La Liga against Osasuna. Real Madrid for fee. Madrid for a hope say Ombeshe season I say very well. Most especially Madrid main competitor Barcelona winning the first game. Said your okay last season Madrid and season I see. Mekaye pass Real Madrid last season the first game was against Mallorca. Madrid ball draw 1-1. One season I see. And year new season. Real Madrid 4% omoji trophy ni free Barcelona and same no. Ombe try some besha see ye against Osasuna ene. Ke last season Osasuna 4,9th La Liga. Nkofo bebre nwanwa. Because looking at the resources, any materials are not available at the Osasuna. Any position no mudi nipa do na nsusu se Osasuna. Ebetima placing 9th on the league log. Osasuna for so be try say. Yes, a new season as the omo ye the last season on betimi atoa so no more repeat saa de no enti wo so so sha asie yi. Ba ken no kra wo mi ye say. Osasuna ye bo boko ba ko a traditionally omo ntimi Real Madrid. Recently omo matches omo boni na Osasuna ntimi nche Real Madrid. Say yes say bon wo Real Madrid kra fia. Be 21 years ni Osasuna mbe share Real Madrid e wo ni fie. The last time you saw Osasuna, Real Madrid won the was in 2004. And so we bo bokwa omba Real Madrid fia omuntimi Real Madrid bo boku. Enti eye game ba kwa ken oko betting site oko be bia pandis obi abeka chro say Real Madrid for no na obi etepo om so mbe wini. Eye game ba kwa ken me expect Real Madrid say ombe dominate play. Alonso be fa Real Madrid bo boku no ama Real Madrid for hu say opese okipu ball no opese omo pass around omo dominate possession omo use omo passes network no omo dia generate chances enti enanyumre game no game ba kwa ye expect Real Madrid say obe dominate Osasuna bobuku de toso mienu ye expect Real Madrid for say omo ne ba attack bebre Osasuna for ne nye bobuku ba Real Madrid fie say oba bebiem ne Real Madrid for abo enti Real Madrid for ne ba attack in the game no so we check Real Madrid team odo besi akan ya Madrid ebenya right back in the shape of Arnold. Me no me enu nim say Arnold ye player ba kwa. Though say oye defender or ye right back. By say ni team dominate play no join ni attacker. Ni creativity level wo soro. O check any numbers, assists, any number of chances we create will leave up wa. Unhia any statistics to back this fact. Say Arnold join ni attacker or my creativity no. Madrid akwa kofa Alvaro Carreras at the left side of defense. Alvaro Carreras so ye obi ba kwa left back ba kwa or join attack or very good. And it's what I can last season with Benfica and Pokrana on my 5 assists, 4 goals. On non as a left back, 9 goals contribution. And to Real Madrid for Benya right back, ne left back, on bet my support to attack no with omu creativity. say the new role of Ada Gule efiti FIFA Club World Cup ni nyina say Alonso as a role no e de ama Ada Gule a operate as a deep lying playmaker on the better direction no obe control game ni de ama Real Madrid team no enti say Ada Gule e operate as a deep lying playmaker dia o expect say enom na be attack mo a Freddy Valverde the betima operate as a dynamic boss to boss midfielder obetima surge forward because of ni shooting ability a so ben boss na obetima shooting no the ball na to atnim already Real Madrid benya Brahim Diaz obenya Mbappe na wenya Vinicius Junior enti Real Madrid fo benya numbers e wo position third Real Madrid fo be create Real Madrid fo be shegu de ehia na say last season de ehu ya na ehu say players ni bebre na no na oma kwakwa say oma ye selfish no this time around ye ehu sa de ni biem enti game back a de obe dominate de obe attack goals ni de is expected say Real Madrid fo ni benya sa de no na mumkin Madrid betima defend ya na when they ask him no, from last season and the problem have been Real Madrid all concede goals. And the new season as no, new my best son. Because Osasuna na only Madrid ni ba besia kind no, or be rely on counter, or be defending, or be pushing the players no one kasa half. Now or the now we use to quick transition, we use to long balls and crosses no. Last season the same thing and the course so Budo man na only do attack no more use Zaragoza. Ana Ruben Garcia no ma ye crossing the akwa koma budo me this time around ebese sakakra enti a game back ken to be honest with you obetimi analyze ya kabia by a game a betipol Rema de say Rema de fobenya omu first win e wo La Liga me expecting din housing ana Militao e wo the 4 and 5 area because nipa na obegina nim dia mo Osasuna na ken do say age no wanyimi kakra by niti ya adwuma o wa ahoden enti ubehia obi ti say Militao a gradually ofri in Dubai or picking a form no abattle with a brand friends Budome na Madrid for now stop crosses na ebeba no a game back wa I believe Real Madrid for being your first win over the Spanish Premier La Liga a win for Real Madrid Football Club football ye bibia betimesi dey by a be extremely difficult say me say Osasuna e ba Real Madrid meko a win for Real Madrid team no